Hey my demigod, just going on the 13th Olympian, and today for you guys I'll be bringing you all a build guide of Osiris in the solo lane, so hopefully you all do enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right into the god builder, and we're going to go quickly through the starter items, starting off with Death's Toll. One of the biggest things Osiris is missing in his kit is sustain, and with Death's Toll you're going to be getting a lot of that, especially with his last two auto attacks I believe in his chain. They attack multiple enemies, so you will be getting a lot of health and mana back with Death's Toll. They'll be giving you a lot of sustain. I've seen some people make the argument for better clear with Bluestone. I used to make that argument with Bologna actually. I make that argument along with the mana, but since then I've learned Death's Toll is honestly a lot a better pick than Bluestone in auto-based gods. However, you could also make the argument of going Mark of the Vanguard if you're going against maybe a mage or a guardian in the solo lane. Guardians aren't doing a lot of damage anyways, unless they're building damage later on in the build. So going Mark of the Vanguard to help you out early on, but Death's Toll will give you more sustain. So for the rest of these starter items, of course, your boots, and then as a solo laner, I usually go 4 health pots, and then 4 multi-pots. Multi-pots because you're going to be getting the mana buff as the solo laner, so it doesn't really make any sense going into mana pots. And then for your core, of course, building boots. Now this can depend on your build. Mostly I usually go Warrior Tabby just for the power, but you could go Ninja Tabby if you're going to be going for more of an attack speed build early on. The 20% attack speed will give you a really great boost. However, I usually just stick with Warrior Tabby. And then, if you haven't built Mark of the Vanguard yet, I would suggest building Mark of the Vanguard here, especially with the auto-based gods. You're not going to be needing too much cooldown with your abilities, especially since you're not going to be, those aren't your main focus of damage, it's your basic attacks, your auto attacks. So Mark of the Vanguard will be great. However, if you were playing someone like Sun Wukong, going for Breastplate of Valor or anything that has to do with cooldowns, or any like strong defensive item, like Bulk or Fope or something, if you're going against a mage, will help you a lot. But for the auto attack gods, for Osiris, I would suggest Mark of the Vanguard, and then afterwards going into something along the lines of Mystical Mail. However, this would depend on your matchup. If you're going against someone along the lines of, like I said, a mage, if you're going against an Aphrodite or maybe even a Terror or something, building a Pestilence will help you a lot more instead. Just for the anti-heal, and the protections are a lot better and a lot more than what you would get with Mystical Mail and Mark of the Vanguard. Now, if you were going to go for something more attack speed early on, I would suggest going into something along the lines of Ichaival or a Silver Branch Bow, depending on who you're going against. Of course, if you're going against a mage, Silver Branch. Other than that, Ichaival is a great pick. Now I'm going to skip the damage for now and just go into the defensive. So usually after I would build something like Warrior Tabby, Vanguard, or excuse me, Death's Toll Tabby, Vanguard, Mystical Mail, I would then start going into something like, this would depend on you and how you're doing in your matchup so far. You could either go Spirit Robe, or you can either go Shifter Shield. Shifter Shield is going to give you a great power boost. It's going to give you 70 power, which is pretty insane. However, I mean, these do cost the same, I just realized that, so if you're behind, it wouldn't really matter what you go. Actually, no, scratch that. If you're behind, I would suggest going for Spirit Robe. I had to make a quick mental calculation right there. The cooldowns and the mitigation is going to be really necessary, I think, if you're behind. However, Shifter Shield, great pick, 70 power, and I think, let me do the math real quick, 50 protections if you're below 35, if you're below 50% health. So either way, I mean, if you're down in gold, it doesn't really matter what you pick because they cost the same, but I would suggest going Spirit Robe. However, Shifter Shield is a great power boost, great power spike. However, if you're going against someone like a mage, like I said, building a Bulwark or a Pestilence will suit you well enough for the anti-heal. However, you could also make the argument of going Shogun's Kisari. I've seen a lot of people going Shogun's Kisari especially as Osiris. This is a good item to pick up because it gives you increased attack speed, and being as you're an auto-based god, that boost in attack speed is really going to help you. So Shogun Susari is also another great item you could pick. Let's see. Another defensive item. I want to go for like a physical protections item. You could make the argument of going Midgardian Mail, but that's very situational. How to the main line, Namian. If you're going against someone who's also heavy in autos, I don't know, you could go Namian, but personally I would like to go for Breastplate of Valor. Cooldowns, that is honestly the biggest argument I have for Breastplate of Valor. Yes, Namian has more protections, but Breastplate of Valor has the mana, the cooldowns. Overall, a great pick. If you're going to be going, let's see, the Death Toll Warrior, Tabby, Mark the Vanguard, Mystical Mail, Spirit Robe, then Breastplate of Valor wouldn't be a bad pick. You'd be at 30% cooldowns, so you just need 10% more to cap off. And then next, let's move back to the damage items. So for penetration, usually I would go for Executioner if I could find it. Like auto attack build, 25% attack speed. There's really nothing you can say against Executioner, unless you're maybe building Titan's Bane or something. But as of late, I've seen some people build Titan's Bane and Executioner on their gods, so do what you will with that. Another great item, Concise. If you're going at someone who's building health, Concise will help you leaps and bounds and trying to shred them to pieces. Sorry, this chair is like screeching. Every slightest movement, it screeches a little bit. Oh, another great item. I can't believe I missed this too. Frostbound Hammer. Osiris does really well with slowing down your enemies and catching up to them. So Frostbound Hammer is just gonna add to that, I guess, catch-up mobility or catch-up ability. He's not very mobile. He's not a very mobile god, but being able to catch up to your enemies, his kit slows a great deal. Frostbound Hammer is going to slow them even more. So overall, a really great pick. Finally, for our last damage item, I was right about to suggest going Runeforge, but it kind of got nerfed. Let's see. What do I usually? Oh, this would depend on who you're going against. If you're going against someone that heals, of course, Baller's Beatstick. But I had another item in mind. I just couldn't. Oh, I was gonna say Witchblade because of the anti-heal, but they got rid of the anti-heal, which kind of makes me sad. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the item I was gonna get. Actually, yeah, I think it was Witchblade. Witchblade would be a good item, a good counter item against anyone who's building attack speed. I was gonna say, like I said earlier, a good anti-heal item, but they got rid of the whole anti-heal aspect of it, unfortunately. I really like the item. I always thought it was overlooked by many people, but Witchblade, it's a decent item now at best. You're not really gonna be needing. Oh, they gave lifesteal to it. What? I did not realize this. I mean, the 100 health is nice, but there are better items than Witchblade. I only threw it up here mainly because I thought it had anti-heal on it for a second, but it does not. So down to the relics. Usually in early game, I like to have a good old teleport glyph. Just allows me to get to my tower faster and gank. It'll allow you to gank other lanes if necessary, or let's say you're ganking another lane and I don't know, someone's starting to bear down on your tower. You can go ahead and teleport to that tower and defend your lane. After that, I've seen a lot of people go Bracer. I've seen Thorns, and I've seen even Beats. Some of the safer picks. For me, I like to go Bracer of Undoing, excuse me, because now it's just a really OP item. The only downside is when you first buy it, it doesn't give you the cooldowns on your abilities, unfortunately. But other than that, the rest are kind of situational. I usually just go straight up teleport glyph, but after that you can actually even go like, you know, Sanctuary, Sunder even. Honestly, the second relic for you is going to be very situational. And then of course for consumable items, you go wards, your pots, everything after that. Anyways guys, that is my Osiris build. I just wanted to be quick and simple. If you guys wanted, I don't know, more in-depth explanations or some gameplay, let me know in the comment section below, and I can definitely improve on my build guides. If you guys have any suggestions for the build or any questions, any comments, please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. I'll also be posting updates on when I'm going to go live streaming, or when I'm going to be doing maybe possible Q&As, or when I want to do another build guide. I want your suggestions. A link will be down in the description below. Hope you all like, comment, and subscribe. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Peace.